Hey guys, so this is my first video about me talking about things and theories. The main thing on my channel for now, like I said earlier. So today we will probably be talking about AI because that's what I've been thinking of to discuss in this video. And I think that's what we will mainly talk about today. So, if you didn't know, AI is basically automated problems that are going on with us. Like, say we litter, or some of us are criminals, and they might try to kill us and take over the world. And that's because AI has no emotions, and AI will probably never be so developed to realize that that is bad, because AI just wants to do what's right, but AI doesn't have emotions and will never think why they should do it, and how are the and what are the consequences, and what are the good things that can happen. So AI needs to think about that, and I'm sure it will never happen that it will get that advanced, but it possibly could. But yeah, that's basically what AI is, and it's not the best thing, I would say. And I hope it doesn't become worldwide in the future, because there's still a few places around the world that don't use AI at all. Even places that mostly use AI, the AI isn't used much still, so we still don't have AI too much in our lives, but it's slowly getting more and more developed. And for example, Amazon created this company called Zoox, and Zoox is a taxi company. And like Tesla, they have automated cars that don't even have a driver's seat. And Zoox has been testing this, and other people have been testing automated driving since around the 1970s. And one time they even made a little robot that could go around obstacles in a room, and it worked successfully. And people kept developing it and adding LiDARs and radars and whatnot, and a ton of sensors and technology that would help a car drive without a driver. And Zoox thought of this, and they wanted the taxi to be mainly focused on the passengers and not in any way focused on the driver, because there's no driver's seat, and it's designed like a carriage kind of, and it will be coming out soon. But the vehicle is basically like a carriage design, and it has 4 seats, and two are on one side and 2 on the other side, and they face each other. And also the car is completely symmetrical on both sides, and that means that there's no back or front. The front can be considered the back, and the back can be considered the front, or vice versa. So basically, it only focuses on the passenger, and there's no driver to comfort the passenger or to entertain them. Of course, you can use the app and play music on it, and use your phone or the gadgets and stuff that you brought on board, but it won't be very entertaining anymore. And Zook says that it will be fun and that everyone will enjoy it, but I don't think so, because it seems like not the best idea. So yeah. And like Tesla has developed automatic driving, or autopilot, ever since they released their first electric car, and they've been working on it a lot, and they've been improving it and giving it more full self-driving capabilities and allowing it to drive without needing a driver. But of course, it's basically a beta, so it still needs a driver's seat and a steering wheel, so in case the driver can take over and save the car. And a lot of the times, autopilot on Teslas goes wrong because Teslas make wrong turns, and sometimes they even crash. And that's why AI isn't the best, because it's not very developed right now, and they shouldn't use it, because if it's all released to the public and it's not just experiments, it could cause a lot of problems in our population and tons more. So yeah, I think AI isn't very much the best thing, and I feel like it shouldn't even exist, and I feel like we should do everything. And believe it or not, but probably most of you haven't even noticed how a lot of things are automated for us. Like for example, around say 200 years ago, people would harvest farms and they would walk around the huge fields and pick every plant. But now we have combiners that drive around the field, and you just sit in the driver's seat and control it, and it collects all the wheat and all the crops that you need to collect and puts them in a bin, and then a special tube comes out and it spills everything into a tractor, and the tractor delivers it and turns it into food. But like I said, 200 years ago, we did actually have to walk around the fields, and even though the fields were huge, we did it. But now we're just finding more and more ways to do everything for us. And like I said, you probably haven't even noticed some other things. Like for example, cars, right? They move you around and you don't have to walk. Back then, people used horses, which was already development of automated technologies, and it wasn't really because there was still something doing the labor, but like people didn't want to do all the labor, so they used horses, and now they're using cars. And even 100 years ago, they even had cars still, and now they're developing flying cars and crazier stuff, and that means everything will just become easier and easier, and that's not good because we'll have nothing to do, like I explained before. And so it's not very good that everything will be done for us. And that's basically I think what the video will be about. I think that's it, and I'll make a video tomorrow probably. But I think that's it for today. I might make a part 2 on this, but I don't think there's much to explain. I just gave the basic idea to you guys right now about why AI is bad and why it shouldn't exist. And so now you probably might understand why it's bad and why it shouldn't exist and why we shouldn't have thought of developing it. And I think that's it, and I'll probably talk to you later, guys. And I'll see you later. Okay, bye.